Hey there guys, in this video we're going to be going back to Anthemosa and we're going to be getting a, a rank 2 clear. So we're going to be getting a perfect score with all modifiers except for the ailment modifier. Now someone has gone and done the ailment modifier as well, so technically speaking it is possible to do. But that involves things like having your own party die to get rid of the debuffs so you can get rid of the ailment and perils, etc. It's going to be challenging and tedious, and I'm going to wait a while to see if Gumi is doing anything about that mod, because it seems to be not working correctly, even if you can technically get around it and make it work. I'm going to wait until after maintenance next week to worry about this modifier. So this one we're going to leave off for now. I'll turn it on after maintenance. But this is the party we're going to go with. It's still going to be a very, very challenging fight, even with that modifier turned off. This is the party we're going to go with. I'll show you the gear at the end. Turn chart will be in the comments. And this clear is very challenging to do, very tightly tuned. You need really good damage, etc. So I'm going to record what I'm doing. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to spend a ton of time explaining turn by turn, just because we're going to be it's going to be a long fight, and I don't want to spend like so much time explaining it, but I will explain the critical stuff. So anything important I will explain, but the turn chart is the main thing for you to worry about. Wait for this to finish. Do this next. Yeah, refer to the turn chart for any of the important stuff. So for you, we're doing living, field, and double enigmatic. Dwayne is going to oath, blood, ravage. Elena's going to be dying almost every single turn because this fight is a little bit goofy. So we're going to see Thonic, we're going to minutes and share. Okay, so between turns, I'll spend more time explaining what's going on, etc. So Elena is going to, we're going to Mirage 2 hits, and Elena is going to be taking all the single target stuff and just re-raising or gutsing, either one. If Elena does die that turn, just re-raise her on turn 2, but because ours didn't die, we're fine. So now Elena is going to break, and cover again. Ibarra can just do Mirage and double Darkra, just to save some mana. Aya Brea can just triple heal this turn. We'll do the LB of these two, just to get the Imperils up. Melissa will just triple kill her. Now, if someone had died, if Elena had died on turn 1, then re-raise her again, but she didn't die on turn 1 because she gutsed, so she still got her re-raise here. So once again, we're going to cover with Elena. She's going to get destroyed, and she's going to re-raise. It's not a problem. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Okay, so turn 3. Let's go ahead and re-raise Elena yet again. We can just reload Elena to do break, cover. Once auto-casting is done. Break, cover. So Melissa will just re-raise Elena with re-raise Elena, and then we can just do killers on 2 people. It really doesn't matter who. We're not bursting yet. So this turn, Dwayne is going to fire imbue and double bolting. Nora is going to esoteric flames, double bolting, and then field. We're going to shift Aya, do fire imbue and double bolting. So we're going to be doing our big damage on turn 6, by the way, and Ibarra can do a noon. So a noon right here, and then double Mirage. Okay, so this turn is a little special. We're going to cover with Elena. She's going to re-raise, but while she's re-raising, the boss is going to target the next highest defense, which is going to be Dwayne. And Dwayne is going to guts, and that's going to do 2 different things. For one thing, it'll take the single target, but also that'll activate Dwayne's crisis buff. So now he's in critical health, meaning Dwayne now has plant killer, which is awesome. Okay, so now we're going to start getting ready for bursting on turn 6. Turn 6 will be our big burst. So we're going to SLB those 2. Aya Brea on this turn can just go back to the base form and triple cast heal for morale fill and LB fill. Let's see, we can use the LB of Elena. Ibarra can use her LB as well. Melissa on this turn is going to do shared again. We're going to do re-raise Elena yet again. And we're going to do Human Killer on Dwayne. Okay, so turn 4, the boss doesn't really do anything, so we're not really worried about it. Now, turn 5 is very special. We're getting set up for our big burst on turn 6. So on turn 5, you got to do things in a specific order, and I'll show you the order we're going to be doing them in a second. So the first thing you're going to do is we're going to shift Elena. We're going to do the field in the shift form. Field. We're going to do Grace to modify or buff her, and we're going to do... Whoops. Oh my god. Okay, so Field, Grace, and we're going to do Blessing of Sirius to refill her LB gauge. So Ibarra is now going to do, in this order, both the killer buffs and then Tsukuyukyo as the last action. Yep. Dwayne is going to Arcane Supplementation, 150 Amplify, and Bolting. Aya Brea to the shift form. We'll do a 180 Amplify. They were bursting early in this fight. Awakening and Necrosis, so that the boss heals a little bit less. Nora will do, let's see. Oh yeah, we're gonna do Field, double bolting. Whoops. Field, double bolting, and her Magnus. We'll go ahead and sort of chain these, but we're going to use Melissa last. You know, every little speck of damage helps at this point in the fight, and we're going to need it too. Okay, so now is the last action on Melissa. We're going to Uncontrollable Darkness, so the boss doesn't kill us this turn. Human Killer on Dwayne, and we're going to just Shared Immunity again. Okay, so this turn the boss is imbued, so all the physical damage is ignorable, no problem at all. Now turn 6 is going to be our big burst damage turn. Now this is going to be probably the hardest part of the fight, and it's going to rely on a little bit of variance. So I'll show you what we're going to do, and then I'm going to pause the video. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the shifted LB of Elena, the shifted LB of Ibarra, the shifted LB of Aya, the LB of Nora, and then the LB of Dwayne. And then Melissa is going to, in this order, Seconds of Support on Aya, Human Killer on Nora, and then we're going to do All-Consuming Darkness. So, the way we're going to do this is very important here. We need to click Melissa, and then immediately after that, click the other people that are chaining. They have to go before Melissa cast All-Consuming Darkness, or your damage will be significantly lower. We're looking to do somewhere around 7 billion damage. I know this is very hard to pull off. This is not a budget run by any stretch of the imagination. So we're looking for about 7 billion damage. We got to get the boss as close as we can to the 50 threshold, or go over if even possible. But we got to push the threshold before turn 8. So it's a little tricky to do. You need very, very high damage. I'm going to go ahead and try it. If it doesn't work, I'll cut the video. We'll come back to a different run where I get better variance. It really just comes down to variance right here. So we're going to click Melissa, and then we're going to immediately chain the rest. That way we get the damage in before the all-consuming goes off. And we're looking for about 7 billion-ish. 6.6. That should be fine, honestly. That should be fine. As long as we can push the threshold by turn 8, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna continue the fight. That was kind of a low roll. I've done as high as 7.4. 6.6 is a little bit lowish. It's okay though. So we're gonna continue the fight. Anyway, so turn. Yeah, okay. So that turn was the physical turn. We absorbed it. So now turn 7. What we're gonna do? We're gonna SLB these. We got to get them continuously going. Aya Brea is going to triple. We're going to Bolting Strike in the shift form 3 times. I actually have my thing listed wrong. There we go. We're going to triple Bolting with Ibarra. Actually, we're going to do Bolting, Focus Bolting for a little bit more damage. Elena will cover, break, etc. Oh, back to the base form. Break, break, cover. Let's see. We're going to Shared. With you, we're going to re-raise Elena, because she died. And we're going to Human Killer on Ibarra, because she lost her killer, actually. And we need to push that damage. And then we're going to go ahead and do the attack and magic buff. And we're going to try to push that threshold. If not this turn, the next turn is our final turn to push it. That's okay. As long as we push it next turn, we're good. I can't believe we got that low freaking roll on that burst turn. So there goes Elena. No big deal. 7, turn 8. Okay, so this is the turn we have to do the threshold. So we're going to have Melissa is going to target Ibarra and SLB. We're going to cover and double bolting. Let me do it this way. Oh, hold on. Whoops. Change my turn chart. Actually, let's do it this way. Cover and double bolting. Turn 8. Yeah, we need to do, now with Ibarra, we need to go to the base form. We need to do Human Killer, Demon Killer, and Anun. Let's see. Aya Brea on the shift form is going to Fire Imbue. Fire Imbue, Awakened, and Bolting. Dwayne is going to Fire Imbue and double bolting. And then Nora is going to Fire Imbue with Esoteric, double bolting, and field. And we'll put up the attack and magic buff. And if we push the threshold, we're fine. If we don't push the threshold, gotta do it again. We're good. We're good. We got it just in time. So now the boss is going to heal to full and then do the turn 8 heal as well. So we basically skipped a healing phase by doing it this way. But now we got to kill the boss, which is going to be fun. And there goes our Elena. Also, the boss's single target attack that turn is still imbued with darkness, so it didn't actually kill anyone. So we're good to go, except for Elena because she's bad. Okay, so turn 9. Now we just got to finish the fight out. Harder than it sounds. Harder than it sounds. Okay, so turn 9, the boss does have no mitigation, so we're going to burst. And now all this bursting will actually matter because the boss's healing is gone for this rotation. We're going to LB Elena as well. Let's see. Before we do this, though, we are going to Minutes, Human Killer Dwayne, and Shared Immunity because we did have deaths. This turn, there's not going to be any deaths. We don't need to re-raise. Okay, we'll also do the attack and magic buff. Gotta do that pretty often. And here we go. Deal some damage. This should do something like 15 to 20 to 25%, depending on variance. Probably around 20-ish. 19, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. It's not a problem. We're good. Okay. So, this turn, the boss just does things. Doesn't matter. So, we're going to be getting ready for bursting soonish. So, first thing we're going to do right here, we're going to have Melissa do Abyssal to start doing a big burst turn, Amplify. We're going to re-raise on... Where's re-raise? We're going to re-raise on Elena, and we're going to Human Killer on Dwayne. Okay, Dwayne can SLB. SLB Nora. Aya Brea, we need Mirage this turn, so Aya Brea to the base form. We'll do 5-stack Mirage with Barrier, Gene, and Haste. Let's see. Elena will break the boss again with Bolting, Absolute, and Cover. And then Ibarra will shift form and just triple Bolting to fill her LB gauge. And we're not chaining, obviously, but it's fine. Okay, so turn 11 is... Nope, turn 10. This turn's gonna be a 0 damage turn. We Mirage and resist everything, so no problem. Okay, so this turn, let me look at my turn chart. We need to Awaken Aya. Dark Knight Dwayne will Fire Imbue. Actually, we're gonna just Bolting. We're not gonna Fire Imbue, actually. Triple Bolting in this. Actually, hold on one second. Yep. Aya is going to Awaken and Bolt. Yeah, because we currently have the boss, the Dark Ramping Amplify, we're going to do it this way. So, Awaken and double Bolting. You know, seeing small optimizations. Ibarra's got to go to the base form, unfortunately. We need Mirage as well. So we're going to Mirage, Wish, and Bard Darkja. Let me change my turn chart real quick. Okay, let's see. Elena does the same thing. Let's see, before we do this, we will have shared right here. Turn 11, shared. We need Human Killer on Dwayne. And we need just whatever, Bard Darkja, doesn't really matter. Attack and magic buff. Do a little bit of damage here. The real damage comes next turn. And you can just reload and do your thing. Yeah, Elena's pretty much served her purpose at this point. She's just the leader, etc. Okay, so Elena dies, comes back, no big deal. Turn 12. Turn 12 is the burst turn. So we're going to basically just reload Elena, as always. Cover again. Melissa is going to re-raise Elena so she can die for us again. Re-raise Elena. We're going to Human Killer on Nora this time. The rest already have it. Human Killer on Nora. And we're going to Seconds on Aya. Seconds of support on Aya Brea. Okay, Dwayne can LB, 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 and Ibarra is going to base form LB. And we attack a magic buff. And we deal some damage. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Turn 12, the boss is half dead in phase 2, which is a really big accomplishment. So, bye Elena, no problem. Okay, so this turn, remember how before that attack hit Dwayne and made him guts? This time, we do not want Dwayne to guts, so we're going to turn 13. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, never mind. We're good. Yeah, I was actually reading my turn chart wrong. Turn 13. So we're going to do that, we're going to Necrosis, we're going to Fire Imbue, and we're going to Bolting. Ibarra can, to the base form, we can Killer, and Anun. Elena can, this time Elena is going to Omni-Cover. So we're going to Omni-Cover. Sanctuary, and we're going to Shelga, so that she hopefully doesn't die this turn. With Omni-Cover, she should be okay. And then as the last action, we will SLB Aya to get her Necrosis good to go again. There we go. Okay, perfect. So this turn, we should survive Elena. If she dies and re-raises, okay, as long as no one else dies. Some healing. It's okay. She survived. That's fine. That's fine. Doesn't really matter one way or the other. Okay, so this turn, Elena can do her LB. Ibarra can do Shift Form. We're going to burst next turn, so we're going to go ahead and do Bolting, and then Focus. Nora is going to now do Fire Imbue, double Bolting, and Field. Dwayne will do Fire Imbue, double Bolting. Aya will do Awaken, double Bolting. We did Elena's LB. Let's see, we're going to split elements this time. We're going to do Cursed. Where is it? Curse Control. Do we need Curse Control, honestly? You know, I don't think we need that. So we're going to actually not do that. We're going to... Yeah, there's no need for that. So we're going to Human Killer Dwayne. We're going to Minutes of Might. And we're going to just... Bard Darkja. Let's do Attack and Magic and do this. Let me swap that Curse Control. We don't need that. Oh, I know why that was there before. That was a previous strategy. Anyway, we're going to burst again next turn. So turn 15. Okay, so unfortunately, because it's turn 15, we have to get a 5-stack Mirage. Aya is not going to burst this round. Very sad. So what she's going to do is she's going to, in the base form, Barrier, Gene Heal, and Haste for the Mirage. We got to do that. The rest of the party will burst. This is going to be actually a pretty small burst compared to most turns, but it's got to be done. And you are going to cover and double break. Let's see. Before we do that, we will re-raise on Elena. We will Human Killer on Nora this time. We did it with Dwayne last turn. And we will Shared. Wait just a second. Do this. And a little bit of burst. We don't have Aya this time, so the burst will not be 20%. It'll be like, you know, a lot less than 20. Okay, so turn 15, a 0 damage turn because we 5-stack Mirage. So we're getting towards the home stretch a little bit. Okay, so the first action this round is turn 16, yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to get ready for a big burst in turn 18. So we're going to Abyssal this turn. We're going to Shared, and we're going to re-raise Elena. I think we just did that, but whatever. SLB, the SLBers. Aya can Shift Form. We can Awakened and Double Bolting. Don't do Fire. We're going for 100 Dark Amp this time. Now we do need Mirage, so we're going to use the base form triple LBU, and we're going to Shifted LB our Elena this turn for a little bit of extra bonus damage. Wait for all this to finish. Go ahead and attack in Magic, and we can Defense and Spirit buff for Elena just for a tiny speck of extra bonus damage. Yeah, all the damage matters. We're racing to kill this boss within the turn limit, so you know 2%, that matters. Okay, so turn 17 is going to be not a burst turn. There goes Elena. Not a problem. We need Necrosis, though. So we're going to Necrosis this turn. So let's see here. So Nora is going to Field and triple Bolting. We're not going to Imbue. We're going to Necrosis. Oh, hold on a second. We got a cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction, SLB on Aya. Now we can Necrosis. So we Necrosis and double Bolting. Let's see. Dwayne is going to Arcane. Dark Imbue. We need the Dark Imperil. It's gone at this point. And then we're going to Bolting. Ibarra is going to double Bolting and Focus. Let's see, let's go ahead and do this. And then Elena is going to do the usual. Break, break, and cover. And we got re-raised from the SLB. Okay. Get some damage right here. And that's going to give us a 3-stack Mirage, by the way, with the Arcane Supplementation. So therefore, it won't kill Dwayne this turn. Because the boss is going to get an attack. You know, the third turn of the rotation does an attack during his thing. And you couldn't see it there, but Dwayne Mirage it with a 3-stack Mirage from the Arcane Supplementation. So, timed out perfectly. Now it's time to do a burst. So, Dwayne's LB is not good to go. That's okay, because we're going to do Melissa. Melissa's going to, this time, seconds of support on Dwayne. So, seconds Dwayne. We're going to Human Killer Dwayne. And we're going to re-raise Elena because she loves to die in this fight. We're going to re-raise Elena. Okay, time for a big burst. That's not a burst. Right here, shifted LB, turn 18. I'm sorry. The triple Mirage is this turn that we needed. So yeah, Dwayne is going to triple Mirage on this round, which is fine. Let's see here. We need to base form LBU. Technically, we've got Arcane Supplementation, so we don't really need this buff. We'll do it anyway, because why not? Okay. So get some damage in. So the boss is starting to gain more morale at this point because we are past turn 16. But we've only got 12% to go, so hopefully we can do it. It's going to be pretty hard, but we're going to try. Okay, so this turn, if you watch 22%, that's going to be hurt. You saw Dwayne Mirage that, so we're good to go. We're good to go. Okay, now we're going to go back to our fire imbues and all. No more Dark Amplifies. So right here, SOB, Ayabrea, Fire Imbue, Awaken, and Bolting. We're going to do Killers with Ibarra. These will be here for the rest of the fight. So let's go ahead and Prayer, and Anun. Elena can limit this turn. Why was I doing a limit? I forgot. I don't even remember why I was doing a limit. Oh yeah, I was going to LB with her later. We're not going to. It doesn't really matter, honestly. We can Shared. We can Minutes again. And we can re-raise Elena. Get that re-raise going. Alright, just for a little bit of bonus damage, we can do this. Whatever. Okay. So, turn 19 is going to be a buff turn. No damage here. Let's see. So, turn 20 is, again, the 5-stack Mirage turn. So, we have to go to the base form with Ibarra and do it, which is fine. The boss has mitigation this turn anyway. Let's see. We're going to Esoteric with you, double Bolting and Field. Dwayne, Fire Imbue, and double Bolting. Ibarra. Next turn is going to be another burst turn. Double Bolting and Focus. Elena needs to break, and cover. And you need a Human Killer Dwayne. And we're going to start to spamming the killers on Melissa because the boss is in morale generation mode. And as you notice, we are not max morale every turn anymore. Alright, so next turn we're going to do something like 18-ish%, and then we're going to try to finish off the boss before the turn 24. Because turn 24, the boss is going to... Or turn 23, because the boss is going to heal on turn 23. If that happens, it's game over. We have to win by turn 23. Thankfully, though, this is a burst turn. And here we go. So we're going to burst right here. Shift our Aya. LBU. Base form LBU. Let's see. We're not going to use Elena just yet. So we're going to use right here. We're going to Human Killer Nora. And then we're going to just kill her twice. Yeah, Elena currently already has re-raise. So we're going to save Elena. We're not going to use Elena yet. So let's go ahead and deal our burst damage after we do this. Hopefully it's high damage. Give me a good variance roll. Oh my god, we did it. Turn 21. Okay, that was fine. So we could have gone until turn 23. Would have been no problem. The turn chart in the comment we'll have what to do. Let's see here. Just hold on. I'm filling in my turn chart because I didn't expect to do it that way. Anyway, there was a rank 2 clear. All modifiers except for the healing modifier. So here's the damage breakdown. 8.5 on Aya, obviously it's her Clash of Wills. 4.8 on Nora. Don't forget Nora is also buffing the rest of the party, which is a big deal with the modifier buff. Dwayne, 6.1. Ibarra, 5.9. And then Elena was our re-raise tank. So let's go ahead and... Damn it. Check out the gear. Now, some of this gear is very specific, and I'll show you what I'm talking about when we get there. So, Espers are not super important right here, but here we go. There's the Esper we're using. We're actually using Shiva for Overcap Killer on Ibarra for a little bit extra damage. Some Earth Resist Espers on these two. So, Melissa is not the highest defense, and she does have 400% unbuffed Earth Resist. And then immune to Sleep, Confusion, and Petrify. And here's the gear, a little bit of mana reduction. There's the gear. We're using some morale card as well. Elena, in the base form, is using 400 Earth Resist, a fire weapon. Bulk does not matter in the least. Don't even worry about bulk. All that matters is resist. 400 Earth Resist, status immunity, and make sure she has the highest defense in the party. Surprisingly, Dwayne has pretty high defense, so make sure Elena has higher defense. By using a dual tank card, you'll be fine. And then here's the base form with all the Earth Resist. Shift form also, whoops, hold on. Shift form also 400 Earth Resist, high defense, high spirit, and a fire weapon. Because she dies so often, she keeps losing her imbues. We're using a fire weapon. And then there we go. You know, we can't fit killers, but she did do 400,000, so there you go. Ibarra, nothing really matters with her, just, you know, mana reduction, killers, etc. And she is on the overcap Esper, so she's actually got max human, max demon, and 350 plant killer. So, you know, convenient. Shift form, 16.3, etc. Dwayne is right here. He has decent defense. He has the second highest defense in the party. Stop immunity with Sephiroth's coat. You know, we do need the stop immunities. A little bit of LB fill with Everlasting Fortune and a morale card for dual wield. Nora is, you know, LB damage versus the races. That's all that really matters. She is, you know, the whole party, like I said, is sleep, confusion, and petrify immune. We're getting that from Path of the Black Mage, and we gave her the best card because other people were using other cards. Ayabrea, in the base form, Celestite Rod, Dragon's Brush, and Call of the Wilds, that when we swap, we get her LB gauge pretty easily. Guardian of Kyrie, etc. You could also use things like High Class Dagger. And then a Fire card, so actually only active in the shift form. So Fire card in the shift form, 17.4 attack power, there we go, maxed on everything. And that was the clear. Turn chart will be in the comments. As far as the last modifier, I'm going to wait till next week. So, yeah. This works. As far as swapping out units, like what if you don't have a certain unit, I honestly just don't know. This fight is ridiculous. Very, very hard, which is nice and all, but maybe a little bit too much on the heal. The healing's the main problem. But anyway, there it is. Hope it helps. See you in a bit.